All right, good morning, everybody. So for today, something different. If you've seen some of my videos on my channel, there's times that I show us doing some yard sales. So for those of you interested in some tips in having your own yard sale, I'm gonna go ahead and share mine. All right, so that's my daughter back there. It's my son back there. So I guess one big thing about having a yard sale is have your key employees. You got our star salespeople there. You guys ready to sell? There you go.
That's a yes, bunny.
That's a yes, bunny. Yes. Yeah, you call them. That's labor right there. That's volunteers, internship. No, they're going to their grandmas. But regardless, here are a few tips that I use when having a yard sale. So right now we're getting ready. We're heading over there right now. To be honest, when you have a yard sale, depending on the weather, the earlier the better. Now, when I first started doing yard sales, it was in the summer where it was beginning to get hot, especially where we live. It gets hot really quick, really bad. But the nights were still decent, so my yard sale started at night, to be honest. I mean, we did do a few trial runs in the daytime, only made about $6. But I noticed when I started up again in the evening, it was actually pretty productive. At the same time, most of the people were going outside in the evening instead of the morning where it was really hot. So I could say that during that time, it was probably April, May when I started doing yard sales. And I would probably start about 5 p.m. and on, end about 9 p.m. And they were pretty good. The temperature was usually about like 80 some degrees. During the day, it's at 94, 95, close to 100. So the timing there is important. Now, right now we're in starting of April, so temperature right now is 64 degrees, but with the sun out, it feels a little warmer, so it's a good day to be outside. So one tip is know your weather. If it's a scorch outside, you do a yard sale, nobody's gonna be outside. Nobody's gonna want to get out of their car. It might not be worth it. Now, in a yard sale, here's a tip. You can range from making nothing to potentially over $100. It depends what you're selling. It depends what people want to buy. At a yard sale, people are looking for a deal. So it's not like you're selling online. It's not like you're, they don't know if the items you have are quality items. Now, it does help when you have items that still have tags on them. That usually means you probably have like clothing or items that you bought you didn't use, maybe items you bought on vacation and never got around to using and really don't want anymore. I mean, a yard sale is pretty good for decluttering. If you want to make more room for new items, replacing items. Now, if you're holding yard sales to make money, again, that's a gamble. So today's Sunday right now. So I've had good luck, I've had bad luck on Sundays. It could depend on so many things. Maybe there's an event going on, maybe it's a holiday. Everything factors in, depending on where you live. Yesterday, where I live, we had a children's fair. So if I held a yard sale during the children's fair, either two things could have happened. Nobody would have come because everybody's taking their money to spend at the children's fair, or people would have passed by with money and would have said, hey, you know what, maybe I want to, pick up that chair, pick up that table. Maybe want to get the party going and stop at that person's home and see what else I can buy. So, in my opinion, it's been a gamble. I've been doing this for maybe about a year and a half. I've made from as low as to $6 to as high as to $200 for one day. So here's a tip: take comfortable clothes, but clothes that make you look like, you mean business. Like right now I'm wearing a regular long sleeve shirt, nothing really on it, no design, just a black long sleeve shirt. It's comfortable for the weather, but I'm also wearing Dickies with pockets, because you never know when you might need your pockets. Or if you're a dad, you're gonna realize that pockets are pretty important. Dump your cell phone in there, dump your wallets, dump any extra cash, any candy, any knickknacks that your kids don't want to carry. The same with a yard sale. You never know when you might need your pockets. So here's something that, for example, you're selling electronic items. I'm probably not gonna have any today, but I've sold, for example, portable fans. I've sold portable fridges, rice cookers, fry pots before. So you want to have an extension cord, to show the customer that everything works. So brought to you by Celsius. One day. So that way, you want to build a good relationship with your customer and letting them know that whatever you have that you're selling, you're honest about it. Don't think of it as you're selling your trash, because you're selling things that work. You're just selling things that you no longer need, you no longer want. So you're just selling items that are valuable to other people. So another one is come prepared. I've noticed that depending on what the customers ask for, before they put anything in their car, they want things to be measured. So you got your tape measure, sometimes as a simple tool, little wrench, screwdriver, Phillips head, a star screwdriver. Sometimes a customer might want, let's just say, a wooden chair, but it doesn't really fit. But if you can take it apart and put it in their car, they'll be happy with that, and they'll have their own tools at home, and they can put it back together. Most items that you probably own, you've put together yourself, and people normally have the tools to put it back together if they need to. So that's another tip. Make sure you have extra change with you, because right now, I'm starting pretty late because I got the kids ready to visit their grandma. So it's about 8:53 right now. In a yard sale, that's pretty late. You want to already be out there at 8:53. One reason is that when people pass by your yard sale, they might not stop that second. They're probably going to look and say, oh, you know what? I might take that table if it's still there when I come back. So you want them to already know you're there. Now, some people put up ads, they put up signs, they put up newspaper. Let's just say you just want to do a raw yard sale. What I have is a sign. I put up a sign that says yard sale. I don't really put anything on any of the trees in the corners. I don't really promote it as much as somebody else would. And there's nothing wrong with that. You should. Let people know you're gonna have a yard sale. Some people are excited. They'll find a lot of good items. We in our yard sale, we've sold a lot of new items, unused. It just depends on what you stumble upon. My wife has had a few items that she never got around to using, still had the tags on them. So, and we've sold that, close to the price that we bought it for. Because a lot of it's going to be in what condition the item looks like. So, you can promote it, you cannot promote it. Today this is a raw yard sale, so the first thing I'm going to do is put the big items in the front so everybody can see them. I'm going to put my sign up that says yard sale. That's the first thing I do. I put yard sale sign up first. because some of them might slow down and they'll ask you, hey, what are you gonna sell? Are you barely starting? Now when you're just starting off for a yard sale, and sorry to jump around all over the place, I didn't really make a list of these tips, so you kind of have to go through the whole video. When you start off, nobody knows that you're a person that does yard sales, but as time goes by, word spreads. Trust me. If you're in a neighborhood, I've had people say, oh, when you're gonna do your next yard sale? Now, normally I'm working about 5 to 6 days a week, 10-hour days. That's why you don't see me put a lot of martial art videos up as well. You know, if not, you see a lot of those going up. But so a lot of the yard sales that I have are pretty random. They do usually fall upon a Thursday or Sunday on my days off, but you could say they're random dates. So I don't really want to promise something to people and then at the last minute something happens. You know, what if today one of the kids gets sick and instead of having a yard sale we take him to the doctor? You know, what if there's an unforeseen family event because it's a Sunday? Huh? You hate doctors?
Yeah,
They're ugly?
Yes. It's good for you.
Yeah.
But I don't like shots.
You don't like shots? Well, nobody likes shots. Kids don't like the doctor?
I don't like seeing my own blood too.
All right. Well, you guys gotta eat well, take your vitamins. You know.
Benny's feeling sick today.
Yeah. Well, we're not taking Bunny to the doctor.
Huh?
We're not taking Bunny to the doctor.
Do have your medicine then.
Well, today we're gonna make. We're gonna contribute to the economy.
Daddy, can you make hot chocolate?
You guys want hot chocolate?
Yeah.
All right. We'll drink hot chocolate afterwards. All right.
Yeah. So Dad, can you give me one chocolate?
Okay. We're gonna yard sale. We're gonna see how much you sell. Depending on your commission, Jason, you'll get hot chocolate.
No more bad words.
No bad words. There you go. So yeah, another tip on yard selling: have change. Usually this early, people are carrying 20s, 50s, 100s. People don't carry cash with them as much as you think anymore. You know, almost everything we do now is done through our Apple Pay, through our phone apps, our debit cards. I mean, we don't have to swipe or insert the chip anymore. We could just tap the screen and pay. So, you know, yard sale is not something that people normally go out to look for. It's a waste of gas. People end up in a yard sale, and if they happen to have a few dollars with them, then those are your customers. Now, I've had customers say, "Oh, I'm going to come back and get some money." Why? Because they don't have any cash with them. But if they do have cash on them, and you do need change, you know, it's good to have some ones, some fives. I have had customers pay with 50s. I didn't have any 20s on me, but I did have enough fives and enough ones and some 10s. You know, the customer understands. And if they pay with a big bill, it's not going to be as easy. So always have some yard sale money on the side whenever you hold a yard sale. Another one is so, you know, put your high-priced items in the front. Usually it's gonna be the nicer stuff. People are gonna want that. For example, like right now we have an IKEA cabinet that's in very, very good condition. The only reason we're selling it is because we got another one that holds more items. And you know, with our 4 kids, you know, more space the better. So the one we have was before my kids accumulated so many clothes. So now we have a bigger one. So the only reason we're selling the other one is because we're replacing it. Now you could say, hey, sell it on Amazon. So, you know, I don't have. I know you can make the time, but I don't have the time to ship something that big to somebody else. There is more profit. I'm not gonna lie, it's more profit, but my case, I'm just clearing things out. You know. For me, a profit is a profit. If I'm getting rid of something, I'm gaining space back. I'm gaining feng shui, and I'm getting some money back. And somebody's gonna leave pretty happy. When so far, now I'm just some dude outside holding a yard sale, but repeat customers have told me that they really enjoy our stuff. Now, something funny when in a yard sale is that people tend to expect you to sell different items, or they ask you if you're going to sell different items. People ask me if I'm going to sell any small freezers, small refrigerators, any washing machines. There was a situation one time where somebody asked for a washing machine, and now I wasn't selling a washing machine, but we did know somebody that had one that works and wanted to get rid of it for the space. So picked it up, put it in the car, and brought it back. Got the guy's phone number and sold it for about $90. So sometimes when you're in this mode, when you're selling, your brain will start working and you'll start thinking of other solutions. Now, you might know somebody that wants to get rid of things, and they don't want to sell it; they just want to get rid of them. But they most of us in our nature, we don't want to throw something away that works. We either want to give it away, we want to sell it. I mean, the best would be to sell it. Another great thing would be to donate it. But if you're not in an area where you would donate something, for example, like where I do my yard sales, the Salvation Army is probably it's a good amount of miles away. So normally I take my clothes there, I take a few items, but some of the items, well, I'll sell it, So I balance it out, donate some, sell some. But if you have friends that have things that are in good working condition, take it off their hands and add it to your yard sale. So there are a few tips. Now, this is just part one. And this is just getting mentally ready for the yard sale. So my part 2 video is going to be me actually getting everything out there ready, so you can see firsthand, how a yard sale would look like, appealing to the customers. So we're here now. So we'll be back for the next video.